guess I'm thankful that I'm even alive. This war is older than those who have fallen and died. Fighting 3 years now, but it feels like 9. Lost my brother to a bullet, my mother to a mine. My cause now feels like an excuse to feel righteous when it's time to execute. It's hard to salute with these tears in my eyes when I have to wipe them away from my broken pride. It seems obvious, but there's no peace in war, only at the graves of a sleeping corpse who rests from the rape of a deep remorse until his flesh aches from a weak discourse. And it seems it'll always stay the same until the world becomes stained from the marks of rage and forever stay plagued with the darker hate. While happy musicians still have a harp to play to delude all these people away from reality and have them chasing some sort of fantasy. All the while they're in the midst of a war with a chain on their neck and a lock at their door, covered in sores and plagued by disease. But it seems they're still better off than me, cause I walk to no home, I walk alone, winning battles but with nothing to show. This is a dark road and there's no turning back. There's no point in crying, I might as well laugh. I can only stare coldly as my sanity cracks, whilst I follow blindly on my vanity's tracks. It's so hard to breathe, it's a gas and mistakes that won't seem to leave. I wish I could bleed so I can feel alive, but too much blood was spilt so I could survive. My veins are dry like the tears in my eyes, march to the sunrise with nothing but dumb pride, waiting for the numbing orders to come by. Clouds of rain running all the blood by an illusion, innocence, it doesn't exist. Even if it's a mother who's just feeding the kids, I'm trying to figure out where I lost myself. I realize all I am is an empty bullet shell, fired and forgotten, retired, left rotten, admired. But the problem is I can't keep spotting who I am in the reflection of this mirror. I catch a glimpse but it just makes me shiver. When I was a child, not who I wanted to be and who I wanted to see, I just wanted to be free. Now that child is dead, I killed him in his sleep. Awoke to this nightmare with silent screams. My mother dead, my father lost, my brother's taken at a cost. I was left to see my sisters rot. So what option was I really given? Is it better to be killed than it is to be forgiven? I was so sick of living on the edge of a knife that all I knew how to do was to pick up and fight. I killed the murderers that tried to take my life and proceeded to kill anything that didn't feel right, including myself, so I could look them in the eyes when I took them all aside and mistook them for a crime. But as the clock ticked and time moved on, it's just them I remember from everything I've done. Not my family, not even my gun. It was the last words exchanged towards a son. And I hear his voice above all of the noise. He was playing with toys. I hear it above all the bombs and the mortars. Even in death he was away from the slaughters. I mean, does innocence really exist? A picture of my mother held tightly in my fist hits. It's so hard to breathe, there must be something in the air, it can't just be me. Why won't you leave me be? I didn't want to kill you, but you were the enemy. I don't have any toys or games for you to play, so why do you insist that you should stay? And then the image fades. I realize I've allowed myself to drink way too much again. It's funny how they call this going insane, but if you were in this position you'd be doing the same. There is so much pain cause of these mistakes, only half of them are made. Half of them are what I could have changed to finish what was started, but it turned me cold-hearted and now my heart has departed. It's a long, long road that I roam. Where's a place called home? Cause there's nowhere to know. The only friends I have, they say I did good, who shake this hand that is covered in blood. I wait, I hope, I lay and I pray, but I'm still here and I'm remaining the same. Watching bodies burned as they're consumed by the flames, now just a number for historians to claim. I fought for tomorrow but I'm left with yesterday. I'm feeling so hollow but there's nothing left to say, so I'll say those words that no one can afford. I'll sing those notes and I'll play those chords. Am I dying for an unknown cause? There can only be wars in the land of the sword.